Hey, Shalom, El Prince to Yahba Shem Yashab Hashem Kakadash. Double honest the apostles and the elders of GreatMillStone. Shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work of sincerity and truth. I just got the statistics, in the UK, just from abortion basically. I've been looking at them. Brother highlighted them. And it's just, it's just some madness in here still. So, funny thing is, it says abortion statistics from the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland available from the Department of Health. It says abortion is illegal in Northern Ireland. So it's kind of funny because imagine there's a place in the so-called developed world where it's still illegal to get an abortion. But that's because them fucking Irish are fucking tapped, man, and those kinds of things. Them guys will start blowing people up over that shit. So, Anyway, actually, I think they might have legalized it this last year. I can't fucking remember, man. But this is from 2017, so I think it's a bit behind. But they might have. Anyway, it says, in 2017, approximately 206,000 abortions took place in Great Britain, up from 2002. No, 202,000. 206,000 abortions took place, up from 202,000. So basically, it's like the highest point for like 5 years. They said, approximately 20% of all pregnancies currently end in abortion. And the highest abortion rates are Merseyside, London, Greater Manchester. So, this is a tool that's being utilised. These women are going fucking absolutely batshit crazy with this shit, man. It's that International Women's Day yesterday. So, this is one of the things that women are celebrating. The capability to be, a harlot. Pretty much. And just, being a harlot and then not having to deal with the consequences. In ancient world, you would have had to deal with the consequences. Or it would have been like if they were trying abortion, they're trying some funky shit, man. And regardless, there would have been different results, man. But now Esau's basically streamlined the process so it's nice and easy for all these all these lovely women out here to be getting all the abortions they want. But it just shows it's a sign of just the society, man, and the depravity, man. So those a couple other stats. So it says who has the abortions. It said women in their 20s accounted for the majority of abortions that women had. Adolescents under 16 years obtained 1% of all 2017 abortion. Women aged 16 to 19 accounted for 11%. Thing is women like to try and justify. The thing is like, with these things, ultimately, all you're doing is you're just destroying the fruit of your womb, like. And the majority of them, like it says, 20 to 24 years is like 27, 25, 29, 25%. 30 to 34, 19%. Those are them years where, they say, I've got so much opportunity, so much life to live. Okay, the thing is like, but then the thing is, okay, if you want to do that, then just, if you don't want to be having to murder kids on the regular, then basically just, don't have sex with random men. Or have a husband and have sex and build a house with him. But that's, women want to have their cake and eat it too. Where they can be promiscuous and not have to deal with it. They can so-called go in the workplace and bully men and all these different things. But that's showing the spirit of this world, man, which is completely backwards. That's a woman worship, deifying women's spirit, which is like, that's just lame. Because all it's like you're putting death on a pedestal, man. Letting women just be like, oh, okay, go up and just murder themselves, man. Murder their youths like it's nothing, man. And then all those abortion leftovers. They use them in scientific experiments, sacrifice, all kinds of different things, man. Who knows what they do with that shit? Because the thing is like, there was a study that was going on in the US. What the fuck was the study on? I cannot remember. But they were saying like, they were using like the leftovers of aborted babies in that. I'm like, these guys are fucking off, man. That's, like, what? Does that even make sense? And then, people just, I'm like, you're fucking absolute asleep slave, man. I hope you get aborted, man. It says what, so, the other one, okay, so it says approximately 2.5% of abortions that took place in England and Wales were performed on non-residents. Okay, not even that. Yeah, whites who make up roughly 8% of the population in England and Wales accounted for 78% of all resident abortions. Asians, 6.8% of the population accounted for 9%. Blacks, 3.4% of the population accounted for 8%. So that's, them black women are putting in a strong showing, man. A strong showing. Hardly any of them compared to all these Edomites, but they're getting it in on murdering them youths, man. And that's 8% of what? Of like 208,000. And then when you get to the reason, this is how criminal societies. It says, strictly speaking, elective abortion is not legal in Great Britain. Before an abortion can take place, 2 doctors must certify that pregnancy is a threat to the life or health of the mother or her children. As such, a medical reason is required for every abortion that takes place in the United Kingdom. So that means basically you're not just able to choose to have an abortion. Yet 208,000 abortions happened last year. Let's find out why. It says what? As such, a medical reason is required for every abortion that takes place in the United Kingdom. Doctors have 7 reasons to choose from. In practice, the third reason, C, which states that continued pregnancy threatens the physical or mental health of the mother, has become the de facto response for elective abortion. In 2017, it was the statutory reason for 98% of all abortions in Great Britain. Less than 1% of 2017 abortions were performed to save the life of the mother. So, women will like to come up with the what do you call it? Like to come up with excuses, attached to, what if they've been raped, or what if they think, bro, and the thing is that's just not what they're doing. They're just low-life degenerates who want to go out and have sex without protection, get popped, enjoy themselves, and enjoy the world. And then, when consequences come from their actions, then they just murder the consequences. Less than 1%, it said less than 2% of the abortions were performed because of a fetal anomaly. So it's just a thing where it's like, a lot of these women are just getting rid of these kids. Just cause. And that's a society that basically is empowering that. It's complete confusion, man. Where you could be with a woman. That basically means you could have a woman, you could have a wife, and then she's having a youth. Then she's just like, I don't even want this. She can just go and get murdered, and you can't do nothing. It's paid for by public funds, man. Total abortions. When you start going out into the sticks, you ain't getting them as much, man. But yeah, look, Birmingham and the black country. Birmingham's got them high rates. Greater Manchester, like they said. London, 41, half of them in fucking London. No, it's not even half. 41k in London, that's fucking a madness. But that just, it shows the spirit. It shows the spirit of this place, man. Where it's a thing where they're just basically glad just having women murdering their own, and then the thing is they're doing the day celebrating women, and the thing is these are the things that have come from female empowerment. Okay, women can just go around and murder their own kids and get away with it. Women are allowed to be promiscuous. The thing is what's that gain? Esau, the thing is the elites did these things because they're basically destroying the family unit and successfully smashed and annihilate the family unit, man. Because when you can, when single motherhood is glorified, getting abortions glorified, all they're doing is basically making it so it's like, yo, you can do what you like, man. There ain't no consequences here. Let me get the scripture stuff. Job 39. Something 13. Gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth, and warmeth them in dust, and forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them? She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labour is in vain without fear. Yeah, so these women are hardening against their young ones. Just like, with these abortions, that shows complete hardness against your young ones, man. If you're just going to be going and not giving it no account, just be like, I'm just going to get rid of him. And that's what Esau wants. Because Esau is about, the reason he's got abortion clinics dotted all over the country is because he's about depopulation, man. He wants to lower the population. That's all within his parameters and plans. And he says what? Because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. What time she lifted up herself on high, she scorned the horse and his ride. Hast thou given the horse strength, hast thou clothed his neck in thunder? Canst thou make him afraid as a grasshopper? The glory of his nostrils is terrible. He poureth in the valley, and rejoiceth in his strength. He goeth to meet the armed men. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the point's really up here in the ostrich, man. Hardening against the young ones, man. So, that's why it's like, hey, this society is just basically turned women completely away from their natural use. Because they're seeing themselves as like, they're seeing themselves as go-getters, as trying to aspire in this world. Which is really what they're meant to be on, is they're meant to be looking for a husband and building a house. Which, complete madness, man. That's not occurring in the slightest. But, I'll leave it there, man. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua B'Shem Kakadash. Double into the Apostle Elders, GreatMillStone, man. Shalom, shalom.